Well, hello, everybody. Another session with our international Slow Flowers friends. I am so excited today to be visiting virtually Japan. And some of you who attended the Slow Flowers Summit in Bellevue, Washington in 2023 met my first guest, Megumi Hagiuda. Hi, Megumi.
Hi, Deborah, and everyone. Nice to meet you again.
You made a lot of friends when you were in Seattle. We were so happy to meet you. And that's kind of what got me thinking about featuring you today. And you invited I, Takahashi, and I is a organic flower farmer. Hi, I.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks
Yes,
for
hello
joining.
from Japan.
So we're going to learn a little bit about what's happening with local flowers in Japan. And Megumi has a little PowerPoint she's put together. I'm going to advance it, but we'll start with that, and then we'll bring I in, and I have some questions, and I want to get a dialogue going. So Megumi, tell us about the Slow Flowers Association in Japan, and how did it get started, and a little bit about who's involved.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. I am Megumi Ogawa or Megumi Hagiuda, and I am a representative of Slow Flower Association Japan. And Slow Flower Association Japan was established in 2023, March. So now I will share with you a little bit of Slow Flower Japan and how it was established. So first of all, my name Megumi Hagiuda, and let me introduce myself a little bit. Uh, so I am a founder of my first company, Rose Importing Company. It's called Africa Rose. I established my company 13 years ago. It's a fair trade rose importing company from Kenya, Africa. And then I'm also I'm doing some mentor and advice for social entrepreneurial small startup companies too. And my business is still going, still running, but I resigned my company 2 years ago. After COVID happened in 2020, I was inspired by a regenerative and well-being lifestyle, and then my family sold our high-rise apartment in Tokyo, and we moved to a countryside with a little garden on our backyard, and I started a small circulating lifestyle in countryside. And then I started composting, and then I also started organic gardening in my backyard. And then I also went to Denmark for 4 months to learn organic gardening. And there I met the concept of slow flowers in Germany when I visited there. It was so inspirational. And then after I came back to Japan, I started Slow Flower Association Japan with my colleagues, with the organic gardening friends. So in March 2023, a Slow Flower Japan Association was established, and in June, I attended a Slow Flower Summit in Seattle, and I met Deborah there.
Can't believe that was almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah. So now let me tell you about flower industry situations in Japan. 72% flowers are grown within Japan. So unlike in the US, we produce most of the flowers within Japan. And then Japan is such a small country. Even we import from the farthest northern part of Japan to the farthest southern part of Japan, it's only within California state.
Wow.
So we don't really care much about importing, exporting, but we try to so far try to be sustainable within the prefecture. And also, when you go to a flower shop, when you see, general flower shop, almost all the flowers are exposed to pesticides and chemical fertilizers. And sadly, 20 out of 800 flower farmers grow organically.
Wow.
So, slow for Japan is that these pesticides use and very small amount of organic farmers. So we want
Yeah.
to promote that idea. And also, flower loss is a big issue too, because when the customer don't buy the flowers, the leftovers flowers, flower shop throw it away. But these days there are some active players, and then also as a society in Japan, I feel like people are a lack of awareness for environmental issues or circulating lifestyle, well-being lifestyle. So as a Slow Flower Japan, we want to expand this idea too,
Mm.
for the people to raise awareness.
It almost seems like the bigger issue for you is not, say, transportation carbon
Mm,
footprint, because the flowers that are being grown in the on the island nation are not traveling far, but it's more about the way they are grown. And
mm,
to have learned that 20 flower farms grow organically out of 800, and I is one of them. So, that's just a small handful. So you have a different set of issues, I think, than some groups in other countries.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and in order to expand the number of organic farmers, we want to raise the awareness of the uh, consumers.
Yeah.
So that's what we are trying to approach right now.
Mm. Okay. Let me go on to the next slide.
So our vision as a Slow Flower Japan, uh, when one customer goes to a flower shop, I want them to think about and be aware of what kind of producers grow these flowers, what kind of thoughts they have, and what kind of impact this flower has on our planet. Those awareness we would like to raise for customers. And as a result, flower farmers shift to organic farming, and then the soil will be regenerated and CO2 will be reduced.
Mm.
And for the customer side, they would feel joy in enjoying flowers, and they now they are kind of detached with themselves or a community or nature, but they get back the connection with the nature, with the community, and with their true self.
Mm.
And then I want them to feel abundance, infinite abundance within themselves, and create their own flower garden within themselves. And then they see the flower garden outside as
Mm.
a result. That's the kind of atmosphere or vision that we want to create.
Ah, I love it. It's a wonderful
Yeah.
mission.
Now I would like to introduce our colleagues, members. So the guy in the middle, he is Cozy. He is yeah. Actually, he introduced Takahashi to me, and then we
Okay.
got connected. So he loves meeting people, and he loves connecting people. That's his specialty. And he's a colleague of a regenerative soil salon member, and he's researching all experience in his college. And the guy in the right hand side,
Yes.
he is our teacher or coach, and he's a organic farmer, and he teaches how to grow vegetables or flowers to us on his field. Another colleague is Mikti. She is standing next to me,
Yes.
and she is professional in branding and emotional design, and she is also a visionary coach for executives. And now she lives in Ehime, southern part of Japan. Her home ground, and she also lives in Tokyo back and forth. They are wonderful members.
Yeah. Okay, here's some of the activities I was going to ask you, like what does everyone do? And this, I think you'll summarize some of that here,
So the
right?
first thing we did was planting over 4,000 tulips and some organic flower seeds in March, because although we don't know how to grow flowers, we are not farmers, we don't have any experience or knowledge at all, but we want to connect with the flower farmers. So we want to experiment how
Mm-hmm.
to do, even though we don't know, but we wanted to challenge what they are doing and what we are doing. So we want to share it. So that's what we did, and we successfully could grow 4,000 tulips. And we did some workshops, and we tried to sell some of the tulips, and so on. That was the first thing we did.
Mm,
And also, we tried to make as many connections with organic farmers within Japan. And we connected with over 10 people, 10 farmers near Tokyo, including Greenfield Flowers. And it was, they're wonderful people.
farmers always say yes when you ask for if you may come visit, right?
Yeah. And then great learning for nature. And yeah, I would like to introduce Mrs. Ai Takahashi, who is the owner of Greenfield Flowers, um, later. And she's going to share with us some of her great, beautiful experiences.
Great.
Yeah. And then also, NHK is a Japanese national TV company. It's one of the most popular TV company. They visited and interviewed me and Ai Takahashi on the Greenfield Flowers Garden. And then this, her activity and her business was broadcasted all over Japan.
Wow.
So
That's
it was
great.
good. Yeah, big deal. And also, the board members, we focused on our inner journey, because as we did some efforts and progress outside, but it was outside. I don't know how to explain, but inside, we felt like this is something comes from inside. So
Mm-hmm.
we really wanted to expand our abundance or our richness or our flower garden inside. And as when we realize how beautiful and how creative we have within, and then it comes outside. So we realized that, like, through this activity, so we focused on our inner journey on
Mm.
the second half of the year.
I lo-
So that there is an organic supermarket called Musubi Garden. They have 3 or 4 organic supermarket within Tokyo, and we connected this supermarket with Mrs. Ai Takashi, the Greenfield Flowers, and they started to sell her flowers on their supermarket.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, from April 2024, starting with tulips. Yeah, so yeah, I hope it's going well, and it grows the sales.
That's exciting.
Yes, it's a community event, and about 10 people participated. We gathered at Greenfield Flowers Garden, and I explained her activity and her business and her garden. And we went on a tour, and we picked flowers, and we made a bouquet uh, after picking. And then this lady with the pink T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
she has a flower shop in Tokyo, and she's a sustainable flower shop owner. She gave us some flower bouquet making lesson to us, and we enjoyed picking picking flowers and making bouquets. So a lot of people told me that even though they attended in like a flower arrangement or bouquet workshop, they had never picked flower from the soil. So they
Mm.
were very excited about that.
Hmm.
And then after this workshop, we sit in a tatami room and we shared our experiences, and then we had some discussion about slow flowers
Mm.
and how to expand in their
Mm. I
daily
love
life.
it. That's exciting and encouraging.
Yeah.
This is another type of sustainability, it looks like.
Yes, this lady, she has a flower shop in Tokyo. This lady, her name is Mari, and she has started her project of flat dambo. It's a sustainable flower stand. Um, this black box thing is
Hmm.
a flower stand, and it's made of recycled cardboard and it's biodegradable. It can be folded flat so that the top flower arrangement and the box can be separated when they deliver the
Mm.
flower. So it's very easy, portable. And
Yes.
when they arrive to the venue, they set up this box like that, and they
Hmm.
put flower arrangement on top, and it's very sustainable and easy. So she's trying to promote this sustainable flower dambo.
So it's interesting to see that there are people who are trying to be sustainable in on the supply side or the
Hmm.
materials side, not just on the flowers,
Hmm.
that will hopefully help the industry.
Yeah, yeah. So we are trying to connect with those people with this idea so that they can be creative and then have some ideas for
Mm.
sustainability and the regenerative. So dreams of 2025. So we want to start an inner journey retreat program. Focus so much on inside abundance and beauty of the flower garden inside. We want to cultivate and create this beauty and be aware of this beauty in through our retreat program, and then we, as a result, cultivate flowers and plant seeds outside as well together as a
Mm.
community. And then also we want to keep connecting with the flower farmers, and we want to share information about slow flowers via social media.
Mm. Okay, Megumi Hagiuda.
Yes.
She is her personal account, but you post a lot about what's happening with slow flowers in Japan. It says it right here: slow flowers, local, organic, well-being, and then your relationship with Africa Rose is just as a founder. You're not involved
Yeah.
with running the
No.
business.
No.
Okay, great, super. Um, that was so helpful. It just makes me want to
Yeah.
come visit you, and I really appreciate the conversation about like your external education, but your internal development, because I think we all know that connecting with nature is what it draws us all to flowers. So you're being intentional about it. All right, let's pivot to your wonderful special guest, Ai Takahashi. Thank you so much for joining us today. I sort of
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
great. So shall I put up the website about your farm? Why don't you tell us first about your flower farm, and then we'll look at the website. I want people to understand that you are a rare individual in Japan if you're only 20 farms, one of only 20 organic flower farms. That's special.
Yes, thank you so much. So we started or our organic farming in like slow flower organic farming with flowers in 2016. And my husband, he is an organic farmer he has been an organic farmer for 22 years, and with vegetables.
Hmm.
And I used to work in international broadcasting at national television NHK for many years, and we got married in 2015, and I thought about what like we live in Ogawa Machi, that is an hour away from Tokyo.
Okay.
The TV station is in Tokyo, and it took me for 2 hours to commute and
Mm.
2 hours back. So it was kind of too much when I got married.
That was not sustainable for you. No.
2 hours going back and forth every day, and then my back started hurting because I was sitting too much
Yeah.
every day. So I thought about what I could do in Ogawa Machi, this my town, and with him. And I thought about. So we came up with the idea of growing flowers in his organic garden. Field.
Yes.
Yes. And so then I researched, and like Megumi said, there are like not really many people. There's like nobody
Yeah.
doing organic flowers. So I thought this was good. And also in the same year, my mother passed away in 2016, and I thought about it, and my mother loved flowers,
Mm.
so I thought this must be something she'll be proud of me for.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we immediately started, but we didn't know how to. My husband knew how to grow vegetables, but flowers are very different from vegetables. So we didn't know what to begin. So there is one man who lived south, Mie Prefecture, and that
Mhm.
which is 3 hours away from here. And he kind of he was doing organic flowers, but he was mainly growing branches.
Okay.
Yes.
Like flowering cherry branches and
Yes.
ornamental branches.
Yes. Ornament. Yes. So, but so he taught us how to grow organic flowers, some of it, but not really cut flowers.
Mhm.
So I researched and I found Erin Benzik,
Mhm.
Erin
Yes.
Floret Flowers.
Yes.
So I took her online course in maybe 2019 or something, and I learned how to do flowers from her. So we started, growing flowers, and I don't know. So
Wow.
yes, in the beginning it was very slow, but little by little, people, I established a website, and little by little they found us.
I think I'll put it up here now so people can just get a sense of. So Sun Farm is the vegetable growing, and Greenfield Flowers is the flower growing. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
greenfield flowers. So you see underneath that, by Sun Farm Takahashi.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
that's my husband's vegetable organic
Yeah.
farming business, and greenfield flowers is it's like flower section,
Mm.
flower department of Sun Farm Takahashi. Yes.
I'm so curious. I know that one of the things that is rare in Japan is just access to land and farmers finding acreage to grow on. How are you able to use the extra small amount of land that the vegetables don't need? How did you work that out?
Yeah, it's kind of like social issue now in Japan. A lot of older people are retiring from farming, so there are many lands,
Oh,
a lot of lands
so
that's
there's opportunity for people.
abandoned. Yes. So a lot of older farmers come to my husband often. Can you take care of our field? The half of it now, vegetable is growing smaller, and the flowers are growing. So maybe 50-50.
Okay. And
Yes.
you talked about Megumi showed the photo of the grocery store, the organic grocery store in Tokyo. There's 3 outlets. Are you selling through other outlets besides that grocery store, or like what is your channel for selling? Do you sell to florists or to consumers?
Florists.
Okay.
Some florists and consumers through website. We take orders on the website, but the one new business that's reached up to us last year was called Neko Hana, and that's Neko means cat, and Hana is flowers.
Oh,
And this group of young, like they're in their 30s, but a group of people and who were vets before, and they've established a new business, and this is like online flower shop and flowers for cat owners.
really?
Yes, so a lot of cat owners have given up decorating flowers because a lot of flowers are toxic actually to.
Right.
Yes, and like in big cities in like Tokyo, they have cats in like in an apartment, and they don't go out, and then they cats stay home, but they play with things, right?
Yes.
Like on the
Yes.
shelf, and they chew on things. And so as them being vets before, a lot of they know a lot of cats are carried to the hospital, like hospital,
Yeah.
because they chewed on flowers or like bulbs for
Right.
tulips, mainly tulips and lilies, and they
Yes.
took care of so many cats, and
So
some of
they
them died actually.
so they
So
saw that there was an opportunity to promote safe flowers
yes,
for cats.
like non-toxic flowers for
Mhm.
cats, and they chew on play with those flowers anyway. So they thought organic flowers should be better because no pesticides.
And they
And so
found you.
we ship we
Oh,
ship to like individual customers from
oh,
from
I see. You're like you ship the boxes, they take the orders, and you ship
yes,
the
yes,
boxes. That
exactly.
is such an interesting specialty niche. When you're looking at your business having been 8 years already, you're entering your ninth year. What's your future look like? What are your goals for 2025?
Yes, I wanted to talk about like a unique method we use for our farming, and it's called hotbed. Have you heard about hotbed?
Hotbed, no.
No.
Is it no, but I'd love to hear how you're growing.
Yes. So we use this method for vegetables too, but hotbed when in an unheated greenhouse, we make a frame with a pipe and some board. Like we make a frame, and
Mhm.
we put fallen leaves and the rice husks. Uh, yes, like about 1 meter high, and
Okay.
we step onto it, and then we kind of break the leaves, and while we sprinkle some water, and then after a few days, fermentation starts, and then this microorganism started creating heat.
Oh,
And
wow.
so we use this method in winter, and so we make this bed, and that's a hot bed, and we start seedlings on this bed, so we don't have to heat the greenhouse. So we create this little early spring for seeds and seedlings, and so we can start planting and in the seedlings to the field as early as possible.
Right.
after the last frost is over. And so, and we collect these fallen leaves from the local mountains and the rice husks from local rice farmers. So all the resources are from local.
Well, they're from nature too. I mean, they're just organic material that you're repurposing, right?
Yes. And
Wow.
so after we finish this using a hotbed, we rake out all these leaves and things, and we leave it out in the field for a few years. And of course, the microorganism
Hmm.
decompose these leaves, and it becomes soil in the end. And we use this soil to make seedlings again, and it's this like circulation of local resources. So that this is the, I think, the unique Japanese way of farming, organic farming. And for like back to your question, 2025, we are we would like to continue to use our local resources and not give damages to our land.
Right.
Yes, and yes, get some abundance from always from local resources, and live with this environment, because we have very beautiful mountains around here. And yes,
Mm.
so we want to keep the environment as it is, or make it better even.
Mm. So interesting, because there's so much focus on the cost of energy, of
Hmm.
heating a greenhouse. What kind of fuel are people using? Gas or oil or electricity or burning wood? All these energy costs that do pollute. They do cause carbon offsets. And here you're using this. Is this a method that has been around for a long time in Japan for food farmers, and now you're adopting it for flower farmers?
This is a very, very unique. In Japan, there are only a few people who use this method, because there is a kind of a Japanese organic farming pioneer in this town, and unfortunately he passed away 2 years ago. But his name was Mr. Kaneko, and my husband learned organic farming under him when he was 24
Wow.
years old. And yes, so his main thing was this hotbed.
Wow. So when you build the base with the leaves, I just want to make sure I understand this. The leaves and the husks from the rice, are you planting directly into that?
No,
It's just creating a base.
bed.
Okay.
And we put trays.
Got it.
Seed
Love
trays.
it.
And cover with this part plastic, but
Yeah.
yes, cover with this.
But you use over and over again.
yeah, for like many years.
So it will elevate, or the temperature will rise
Yes.
warm enough to get the seedling started before just
Like,
planting direct.
we are just starting now.
Wow, that's amazing. I love it. And it is it's like, Megumi, when you went to visit the farm, this is all new to you, but now you have this ability to teach people about how their flowers are grown. That's wonderful.
So beautiful. And then the resources comes from the mountains and within the community, and it's so beautiful, like small circulation.
I love it.
Love that idea.
Well, we're running out of time. I thank you both so much for just introducing us to Slow Flowers Japan movement and people and flowers. And I think this will be the first of many conversations. I will ask you both later to get some photography that I can share with people in our blog. maybe when you have, a time to take a photo of this method, I would love to share that too. And we're just happy to connect you with the larger community, because we're all trying to change these practices in our own communities. But if we all can, talk about slow flowers and the importance of being organic and local and seasonal, it just changes. Hopefully, it'll change everybody's mindset. It'll be a slow but joyful process, I hope.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you much, Deborah. You're so inspiring, and Ai-san, thank you so much for, like, when you were talking about this circulation, I was almost crying.
Oh.
You give me so much heartful treasure to me every time I talk to you, and thank you so much.
It's great to be with you both. Thank you both so much, and we'll see you online, and I will share all your contact information so people can find you. Have a wonderful day, and Happy New Year.
Happy New
You
Year.
too. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.